What it do? So if you're joining the live stream right now, double tap the screen and share the live stream. Let's go. Let's fucking go. And BTC, as we can see today, BTC had a bit of rally today, which I actually like. I don't know whether you guys feel looking at BTC, but we pumped all the way to like, I think $69,230 for BTC, right? So we actually had a good rally. For those of you who are traders. And if you're watching on TikTok right now, double tap the screen, share the live stream. And for those who are watching on YouTube, tap the like button so the YouTube algorithm can actually push out the live stream. I do have a lot of wisdom that I'll be unloading today. So you guys should get ready. If you're ready for wisdom, for knowledge, strategies. Looking smart today. Thank you, Terrence G. Do you guys want me to be dressing this way? Let me know in the comment section whether you guys want me to be dressing this way. But the reason why I'm dressing this way, I have like a business appointment. After this, I have a business appointment. What's up, Ahmed? Your dress. Ahmed is laughing. You mean business today? Yes. Yeah, I do have a business appointment. You know. But to be honest with you, I look good in suits. Like, I look good in suits, right? So, because I'm 6'5". If you're tall, you're jacked, and you put on suit, it actually looks good. But what do you guys think? Do you guys like this outfit? Or do you guys prefer me the regular way? If you guys like this, maybe I must start dressing this way from now moving forward. But if you guys prefer the regular old ways of wearing a tank top or whatever, we can go back to the old ways. I'm just trying to provide to you guys the best value as possible. That's the goal. So for those who are watching on TikTok right now, if you're watching on TikTok, double tap the screen and share the live stream. And for those who are watching on YouTube, tap the like button so the YouTube algorithm can actually push out the live stream. Parents said it that way looks good. Thanks, man. I appreciate. I appreciate. So for BTC right now, I'm currently on my trade on BTC. I haven't closed the trade yet. Even though that's my trade, I'm currently on a profit. Pop Rose said no Q&A today. We're gonna do Q&A, but before the Q&A, I wanna like analyze the market first, tell you guys where the market is heading, and after that, we can go back to the regular Q&A section. We always do a Q&A. I can't go a single day without doing a Q&A. But before we do a Q&A today, we're gonna talk about the market a little bit, tell you guys where I see the market heading, and from there, we can do a Q&A. Apple said BTC is going to 40K soon. It's not happening anytime soon. Can BTC hit $40,000 anytime this year? 2026, yes, of course. BTC can actually hit $40,000 in 2026. But I don't see this shit happening anytime soon. So regardless of what the market does, Q2 is still looking bullish to me. I am still bullish that Q2 is gonna be like, I am very bullish on Q2. I'm not even worried at all. So, but the $40,000 price target, it is possible we can even go below that. What we gonna see? Somebody's asking why you wearing the suits now. I have a business appointment. So after my live stream, there is a business appointment that I have in order to like close one fucking deal. You feel me? So after this live stream, I will just head straight to my appointment. Someone is asking how much you make a year. I make so much fucking money that I make so much fucking money that if I go back to Africa and I start sharing and I start sharing, my money around, I feel like there will be lots of inflation. That's the kind of money I make. That's the kind of money I make. I make fuck you money per year. All right, so do you guys what I'm gonna tell you guys regarding BTC. So I'm looking at BTC right now. Like I told you guys, I opened a trade for BTC. And for my trade, we entered BTC. I don't know whether you guys can remember this week. So we kind of talked about this like few days ago. Let me just circle it again. So this shit happened on Sunday, in which the price of BTC was actually manipulated, right? And these criminals, these fucking institutions, they dropped BTC all the way to like 64,900. So that was my entry point. I entered BTC around that $65,000 mark. So I got into BTC at 65K using leverage because I'm a swing trader, right? And right now BTC is currently is above. It went to like $69,000 today. For how much BTC pumped? BTC went all the way to like $69,000 today, right? 69,240 something dollars. Even though I'm currently on a profit right now, I'm not trying to take profit right now because I do have like a take profit target. So my take profit one is gonna be around 69,500. So BTC didn't actually touch it. So TP1 is gonna be around this level, 65,500, you know. So around that level, but BTC went to like 69,240 something dollars before the pullback, before pulling back to like $68,000. So I'm still holding my position. So what I'm planning to do is like if BTC can break its TP1, I will lock in some profit. And my second take profit after 69,500 is around that 71,800. So 71,800 is another take profit. And also, for those of you that don't know how, for those of you that don't know how taking profit actually works, because when it comes to taking profit, people just put their take profit anyhow. They want normally take profit. So I kind of use like the previous, like for example, right now, 71,800. That was like the previous resistance. You guys can see a resistance around here, 71,800. So I used it as my second take profit because when BTC touches that, it's more likely to, bounce back. So whenever I'm taking profit, I use like, resistance level as a take profit target. That's something I would like you guys to understand because most people don't know how to fucking take profit. Most people just set their take profit target in any direction, and that's how they fucking lose. While my final take profit is gonna be around 64,000, 64,000, no, 74,500. Let's go down. So that would be around my final take profit, 74,000. So that's another resistance. I don't know whether you guys can see. So 74,500. You guys can see a resistance around here. You guys can see another resistance around here. So, so that's how I normally take profit. So if you guys are taking profit, you gotta have a structure because if you don't have a structure, you're actually gambling, right? That's how it works. So even though I'm currently profitable right now, my trade for BTC, I'm not planning to take profit anytime soon until my take profit actually hits. For my stop loss is around $62,800. That's my stop loss. So let's say the trade actually plays out and hits all my take profit targets. It is a 1 to 4 risk to reward ratio. And these are my favorites. When I'm going for like a risk to reward ratio, I like going for like either 1 to 3 or 1 to 4. I don't like going 1 to 2 or 1 to 1 because I see people do, 1 to 1. I see people do 1 to 2. I'm like, what the fuck? I like going, my minimum is 1 to 3 and then I go 1 to 4. But this what I'm doing right now is a risk, it's 1 to 4 risk to reward ratio. And I'm currently in profit right now as we speak. So let me go through some of the comment section. So let's go through some of the comments on YouTube. What's up, Techno? Techno said, "Nice to see you. Nice to see you too, brother. I'm from India. Nice. Which other? Let's go through some of the TikTok comments. And also for those who are watching on TikTok right now, double tap the screen and share the live stream. Let's go. Lewis said, I will sell when BTC gets to $150,000. So if you're planning to sell when BTC gets to $150,000, it kind of means you're more of like a long-term investor because I don't see BTC hitting, 150K until 2028. I'm gonna keep it real with you. I feel like for BTC to actually touch 150K, that will be 2 years from now. So if you're a long-term investor, of course you can go ahead and take profit at 150 at 150K, right? 2 years from now. But if you're a swing trader and you're looking to take profit at 150K, it's not happening anytime soon, bro. So that's what I'm gonna tell you for BTC. Next all-time high, I'm selling everything down 50% at the moment on portfolio. Got nothing to lose at this point. So if you're 50% down, it all depends on the coin you have. Like you said, you have BTC. So if all the coins you have are legit, you got nothing to worry about. If you have like coins like BTC, Ethereum, Solana, SRP, Hyperliquid, all those coins, you got nothing to worry about. So whenever market bounces back, you're still gonna make your money back. Just that what I'm gonna tell you guys, the mistake most of you guys always make is like during this time when market is boring, during the bear market, that's the best time to accumulate crypto. I buy during bear market and I sell when market is rallying during bull run. But the mistake most of you guys make is like you guys buy. You guys buy during the bull run when everything is rallying, everything is trading towards their all-time high. That's when most people buy crypto. And when the bear market comes, as we can see right now, people might start thinking that crypto is a scam. So it's not a scam, man. You just got to have a better strategy. All right, Ryan is asking, what is the max target for BTC this year? Let's go to BTC chart. Let me go to the monthly time frame. Let me see how much. So that was January. So January BTC was at, it was around $98,000. I feel like I feel like this candle you're seeing right now. So that's the beginning. That's January 1st. So this candle, let me just draw it perfectly. So that's January 1st. So this would be BTC max this year. I don't see BTC crossing this. That $98,000 mark. I don't see BTC, crossing it. I feel like I feel like that would be the maximum this year. But if you're asking from now downwards, like from now downwards, I feel like BTC might go to like before the year runs out, the max I see BTC pumping might be $85,000. That would be the max I see BTC pumping. I don't see BTC breaking, breaking the January 1st, highest candle, which is around 98, 99,000. So that's my prediction. Someone said where you live in is so bright outside. So the reason why it's so bright, let me just show you guys so you guys can see for yourself. I'm at the highest floor. I'm at the highest floor of my penthouse. So I live in a penthouse, and in the penthouse that I live, I'm on the highest floor. So on the highest floor, I can see the full view of the city. I don't know whether you guys can see the city, but I can see the overall city. So that's why whenever I turn my camera this way, it looks so fucking bright. You feel me? It looks so fucking bright. But I like it bright. With a bright camera, you guys can see my handsome face better, right? But if it wasn't that bright, you wouldn't be able to see my handsome face that well. So I like it bright. Someone is asking, do you own that or do you rent? I don't like owning. I prefer renting. And the reason why I prefer renting, I'm a free spirit. Because right now I'm in Alberta right now. Maybe 2 months from now, I might head to Toronto. 4 months or 5 months from now, I might be in Miami. So I'm not in like a particular spot, right? So that's why I don't see the need of me buying a house or buying a penthouse or buying a condo. It doesn't benefit. It's just gonna add more headache to me because I know that I'm not gonna be in the city for a while. So that's why I like living this way. I like renting. And also when I moved here, everything was furnished. The only thing I did was just coming with my I just moved in with my bags and that's it. And my laptop. And when there is time to run, I just pack my laptop, pack my bag, drive my drive my sports car to another city. So the only thing I have right now is just like I have fuck ton of money in the bank. I have fuck ton of money in crypto. I have fuck ton of money in stocks. The only thing I actually have in the physical world is just my sports car. Right. But buying all these houses, buying all these, real estate is what a matrix uses to actually get you and keep you in a particular location, right? So that's why I prefer renting. Bro, which other comment? How much have you made? So when it comes to financial markets in a whole, I've made seven figures. When we have to talk about, overall financial market, right? Crypto, stocks, everything all together, I've made over seven figures right now. So, but I'm trying to hit eight figures, man. Because seven figures right now it's not even that much. To be honest with you, the way inflation is going right now, $1 million right now is nothing. Being a millionaire right now is like it's like someone who's making $1 million a year feels like you're making $100,000 back in the maybe back in the early 2000 or so. So $1 million right now isn't much to me. I feel like at least $10 million I can live comfortably with $10 million, right? So that's why I'm trying to see what I can hit eight figures, what I can hit 10 million, right? So that's my goal. That's my goal right now, man. But which other comments are we gonna look into? Someone is asking, Jerry's asking, do you trade crypto meme coins? I do trade crypto meme coins, but I prefer trading like regular assets like stocks, regular crypto. So when it comes to crypto, the one I prefer trading the most is Bitcoin. Because for Bitcoin, I study the chart every fucking day, 7 days a week. I'm out there. Let me just block this fucking loser, TikTok Prince FS. The guy is just spamming the comment section with his loserdom. All right, loser blocked. I don't like spammers. Yeah. So what was I saying before? This loser actually, Yeah. So I said when it comes to trading, I prefer trading like Bitcoin. So one thing I like about Bitcoin is that I study the chart for Bitcoin every day, 7 days a week. So I prefer because right now I know how Bitcoin moves. So instead of me trying to trade like regular altcoins, meme coins, I just focus on Bitcoin. So Bitcoin is one of when it comes to crypto, I trade Bitcoin the most. And when it comes to stocks, I like to trade like stocks like Tesla, AMD, Nvidia, S&P 500, and other stocks. And when it comes to which other one? When it comes to commodities, I prefer trading like what's it called? I prefer trading gold. So gold is the one I trade the most, and sometimes I trade silver and oil. But my go-to, like the same way Bitcoin is my go-to when it comes to crypto, I trade Bitcoin all the time. Same for gold. When it comes to gold, no, same for commodities. When it comes to commodities, I trade gold all the time. All right, Jerry's asking about LOL. Man, this coin is kind of funny. Which coin is this, bro? LOL. Let's see the coin he's looking for. LOL on BXC. So which one are you talking about? Are you talking about the first one? Are you talking about the first one? Because everything I'm seeing right here is just like fucking scams. All right, so the guy who's talking about this coin, this is a fucking rug. I don't need to do more. Look at the chart, bro. This shit is a rug, and also before it has no liquidity. It has what less than $1 in liquidity. So sometimes you guys can actually see a coin, and you guys can actually I don't even need to do my analysis on this coin. This is a fucking rug, as you can see. It is a pure rug pool. Everything about this project screams rug pool, even the liquidity. So it is rug. Pop Rose said, love the way we can now see your screen clearly. Yeah, me too. I prefer it better, right? So I prefer like whenever I'm explaining stuff, I feel like if you guys can see my screen when I'm doing my explanation, it kind of hits better. You guys kind of understand better, right? So that's why from now moving forward, our live streams are gonna be this way. We're gonna be analyzing charts, doing technical analysis, doing live trading too. Because I promised you guys we're gonna be doing live trading on a regular basis too. So I do have a lot of things planned for my live stream. And also, you guys might be wondering why I'm wearing suits. So the reason why I'm wearing suits, after this live stream, I do have a business. I do have a business meeting, right? In order to like make some $1 million deal. You feel me? So I do have a business meeting after this. But what do you guys think about this suit? Do you guys prefer me with a suit on my live stream, or do you guys prefer me dressing regularly? If you guys prefer the suits, maybe I'm gonna start dressing this way moving forward. Because I believe I look good in a suit. Somebody said that suit looks cheap. This shit is fucking a money, bro. One thing about me, I don't like bragging, but for this loser, I don't know whether you guys can see my screen. So this shit is fucking Jojo Amani. So can you see it? Giorgio Armani. That's like a $2,000 suit. I don't know whether you guys can see my screen properly. Giorgio Armani. That's a fucking $2,000 suit, bro. That's not your regular Walmart. I don't wear Walmart suits, bro. I don't wear Walmart suits. Somebody said not even pressed properly. These guys are fucking funny, bro. Somebody said you had cuts. You guys are fucking funny. Cut for what, man? All right, which other comments are we gonna do? All right, Ryan is asking what I got silver and gold physically. I don't have gold. I don't have silver. I don't have it physical. I don't see the need of holding it physical. Let me say right now, I have like $1 million worth of gold. I have like I'm trading gold. I have like $1 million worth. I prefer it being on the screen than having a physical gold in my house, right? So I prefer. I don't have any physical gold. I don't have any physical silver. Jessica said you look good. Thanks, brother. Any other question? Pop Rose is asking your opinion on my portfolio, Siwi Hyperliquid Solana. You have a very good portfolio. You have a very good portfolio. I like Solana. I like Hyperliquid. I like Siwi. Just that what I'm gonna tell you is that when BTC crashes, around Q3, Q4, add BTC to your portfolio, and your portfolio is gonna be top notch. But you have a really good portfolio. Someone is asking, is this futures? So we are doing futures. So for those of you that want to do futures, you can actually use Hyperliquid to trade futures. And I've shown you guys how to use Hyperliquid, right? So this is Hyperliquid right here. I've shown you guys how to use Hyperliquid. So if you guys want something else we can do again, I can make a tutorial on how to use Hyperliquid. It's not that difficult, using Hyperliquid is like very straightforward and it's not that difficult. So we can make a tutorial again and I will show you guys how to open a Hyperliquid account and start trading on Hyperliquid. But all my trades, I do it on Hyperliquid. I trade gold, I trade silver, I trade stocks, I trade crypto. I do all my trading on Hyperliquid. And another reason why I prefer using Hyperliquid, it is a decentralized platform. Meaning that even though I'm making millions of dollars, no one is gonna fucking know, bro. Cause when I opened an account, there was no KYC. So that's one thing I like about Hyperliquid. It does have that privacy. Cause like I told you guys, I'm anti-government. I don't like them knowing my shit. I'm a very private guy, right? So that's why I prefer using Hyperliquid. Ryan said I can't access Hyperliquid in the UK. And that was the reason why they made it that way. Cause like in the UK right now, Hyperliquid, it is a decentralized platform. So even though you're making fuck ton of money right now in the UK government can actually tax you. So that's why these criminals actually ban hyperliquid. So what I'm gonna tell you guys, for those of you who are living in UK, use something called VPN. So VPN actually works. I live in Canada, and in Canada, hyperliquid works in every province apart from Ontario. So anytime I go to Toronto to, like, party or for business or whatever, I like using, what's it called? Anytime I go to Toronto, I like using a VPN because in Toronto I can actually use hyperliquid because it's banned in Toronto. So that's the best thing you can do. Ryan is asking, when BTC crashes next. Um, when BTC crashes, what should I get into? What coins? So when BTC crashes, along with every other coin, what you want to get in, you want to get Hyperliquid. It's just that Hyperliquid, even when BTC is crashing, Hyperliquid is very stubborn. That's the only reason why I don't like that coin, because I can remember when BTC actually crashed. I was looking at Hyperliquid to crash more so I can buy more Hyperliquid. But the coin was fucking stubborn. But if you can get the coin at $25 and below, you're gonna fucking print in the next bull run. So look into Hyperliquid. Another coin you wanna look into, apart from Hyperliquid, another coin you wanna look into is Solana. I see a lot of potential for Solana. Another coin is like Siwi. Another one is Ondo. If you want to look into privacy coins, you might look into, Monero is my favorite privacy coin, and there are other privacy coins like Zcash and so many others. But I prefer Monero. Ahmed from YouTube is asking me to check RI. I think we've checked this coin before. That was a coin that I was telling you guys that this shit is fucking dead. Let's go back to this project. Nah, this project is fucking dead, man. Like, what else are we gonna look at? Look, the chart tells you everything you need to know about this project. Like, literally, the chart tells you everything. Look at this chart, bro. I'm currently on a monthly time frame right now. The coin just dropped, pew, and ever since then, yeah. So this coin, RIA is fucking dead. That's what I'm gonna tell you. And volume keeps on going down. The volume dropped 65% today. So that's a fucking dead coin, man. I don't know what you're still doing with this coin. Just move on. Sometimes you guys, what I'm gonna tell you guys, try not to tie your emotions to any of these cryptos. You know, back in the days, I've invested like lots of money on cryptos too, and the crypto actually, you know, went to fucking zero. I took the hit like a G and I moved on. So whenever you invest into crypto and the crypto fucking crashes or whatever, just take the hit as a G. And that's why I'm telling you guys, if you're putting money into regular altcoins, you don't want to be putting that crazy amount of money. For Bitcoin right now, I can drop like $500,000 into BTC or $250,000 into BTC. I know that I'll be fine. Even if I buy at all-time high for BTC, I know if I come back the next 5 years, the next 4 years, BTC is gonna be trading towards a new all-time high. So for BTC, you are safe. But if you're dealing with all these random altcoins, man, only put money you're willing to lose in case what happens to ARAI happens to you. At least you can move on without crying. That would be my best advice for you. Wako is asking BTC bottom target. So for my bottom for BTC, my bottom is gonna be around. If you're asking for 2026, I feel like it's gonna be around that $40,000. But worst case scenario, we go to 30s. So 30s would be my regular bottom is in the 40s. But let's say worst comes to worst, we can still go to 30s, right? So for those of you who are thinking about, if you want to like buy, if you're a long-term investor, for those who are long-term investors, if you want to start dollar cost averaging for BTC, maybe you can wait for that $50,000 mark. If you see BTC at $50,000, you can begin to like DCA, right? That's if you're a long-term investor. Any other question, guys? Orange Tech is asking about Ethereum. Ethereum actually performed well today. Let's go to Ethereum. And also for those who are joining the live for the first time, we do this on a daily basis. So every day I come live and I give you guys the latest market updates. After that, I give you guys strategies on how to navigate the market. And once we are done with that, we then do a Q&A section like we are doing right now. So if you're just joining for the first time and you don't want to miss out on any of my lives, make sure you follow and turn on your notification bell so you can get notified whenever I go live. And if you're new to crypto or stocks or commodities and you want to learn how to trade these asset classes, DM me the word, mentor. And once I'm done with the live stream, I'm gonna get back to you. And for the person who's asking about Ethereum, for Ethereum, let me go to the 1 hour time frame. So Ethereum actually pumped today. I think it went as high as I think $2,165. But when it comes to crypto in a whole, what I'm gonna tell you guys is I like focusing on BTC charts because whatever BTC does, every other coin is more likely to follow suits, right? So that's why whenever I'm doing my analysis, I don't like to analyze Ethereum. I like to analyze Bitcoin because I know when BTC starts pumping right now, every coin follows BTC, and when BTC starts dumping right now, every coin follows BTC too. But Ethereum for long term, it all depends whether you're a swing trader or whether you're a long term investor. If you're a long term investor, you're looking to get Ethereum. Maybe wait for Ethereum maybe around that Q3, Q4 when market starts crashing. You might be getting Ethereum at $1,200, even $900. To me, $900 is gonna be the bottom for Ethereum. So wait for Ethereum to go all the way to like $900. If you see Ethereum at $900, buy lots of Ethereum, right? And when Ethereum goes back to it's for my all-time high, you're gonna print crazy. So that's how I'm gonna treat Ethereum. All right, Jessica is asking why is that? So Jessica, so you're asking why is it that if BTC pumps, every coin follows, and when BTC dumps, every coin follows. BTC is king. So before these cryptocurrencies actually came out, BTC was the first that actually, that was the first cryptocurrency, right? It controls the entire market. And that's why whenever we see BTC pump, because whenever we see BTC pump, we see other coins pumping suits because it does control the overall market. And whenever we see dumping, every other coin follows suit. And that's why I'm telling you guys, if you're a trader, for those of you who are a trader, instead of trying to trade, if you're a futures trader, instead of trying to trade multiple cryptocurrencies, just focus on BTC. I trade BTC all the time. And the reason why I can read the chart very easily is because I study this chart every 7 days a week. I study Bitcoin chart 7 days a week. And if with that level of, repetition, over and over again, you're gonna get used to the price movement, the price action, how BTC moves. And it's gonna help you to become a better trader. And most people I've seen that are very good in trading, most good traders, most profitable traders that I know, they don't try to trade multiple asset classes at once. You won't see them trading everything. They look for maybe they trade gold most of the time, or they trade Bitcoin, or they look for maybe two or three asset classes, and they try to trade it most of the time, right? And they study the chart all the time. That's the best way to go. All right, so King is asking, where is your entry? So for BTC, I entered, let me show you guys where I entered for BTC, for those of you who are asking my entry. So I entered around here, and I actually made a video about this yesterday. I made a video about this. And so this shit happened on Sunday. So what you guys are seeing right now was fucking manipulation. Like I told you guys, sometimes institution, they manipulate the market in order to hunt your stop loss. So they manipulate the market, hit your stop loss. After they take your, after they take liquidity, market rallies. So that was what actually happened. So they manipulated the market on Sunday. They dropped BTC all the way down to $64,900. My entry point was around 65K. So after that, we saw BTC pump all the way to $68,000. I'm still holding my position, even though I'm still even though I'm currently on profit right now for BTC. I'm still holding my position, right? My first take profit is around 69. Let me show you guys my first take profit. So my first take profit is around 69,500. So that's my first, take profit target, 69,500. And after 69,500, another take profit is around 71,800. 71,800, that's another take profit. While my final take profit is around 74,500. So anytime I enter a trade, I prefer having three take profit targets instead of just one. I like what Jetski said. He said time in the market is greater than time in the market. 1000%, bro. 1000%. Me, every day, I spend my time every day in the market. I don't fucking try to time the market. Even though I have lots of experience, even though I've been in this game for like over 10 years. Nobody can fucking time the market. Not even Wall Street. Not even Wall Street. Even though they have the best analysts, they have the best tools, yet they still can't time the market. So you guys got to be spending more time in the market just to understand how market moves instead of trying to time it. Stefano looking fresh. King, thanks, brother. Really appreciate. All right, Jessica said, but still, crypto has been holding good even throughout the war. Even stocks. The reason why, let me keep it real with you. The reason why crypto is actually holding is because the stock market is holding. And I'm gonna keep it real with you. The reason why the stock market is actually holding, this shit is manipulated, bro. I feel like the government are just padding this stock. So in order not to let the stock market, drop crazy or crash, right? Because with the kind of war that is happening in Iran right now, the stock market is supposed to crash. Do you know how many $1 billion United States are spending per day on this war? They are spending billions of dollars a day on this war, bro. So with the chaos happening in Iran, we're supposed to see a fucking Bitcoin supposed to be around $55,000 right now. I'm gonna keep it real with you. S&P 500 is supposed to be dumping crazy. Nasdaq supposed to be dropping crazy. But if you look at S&P 500, look at Nasdaq, look at other stocks, they are trading towards their all-time high, right? It's all manipulation, bro. It's all manipulation. So they are trying to pad the market because they don't want it to like crash. Because if the market crash right now, people will start blaming Trump for attacking Iran and all this. There will be so many blames, right? But right now the market is still pumping regardless of the war. Most Americans don't even give a fuck about the war. So I feel like that's another distraction. That's another fucking distraction. Most Americans right now, they are not even fucking worried about the war. They look at the market. Market is green. Everything is pumping. Crypto is pumping. Stock market is pumping. All these pumps you are seeing is all manipulation. I will keep it real with you. As someone that's been in this game for 10 years with experience, I will keep it real. Like everything we are seeing right now is all manipulation. But I don't care if they manipulate it to my own benefit. Who cares, bro? I'm here to make money, right? That's the only thing I care about. Wako said Trump is making it up as he goes. 1000%. 1000%, right? There is a comment I like right now. Wako said they are buying time to exit before the crash. One 1 billion%. A crash is still coming. Guys, this market they can't keep it up forever. They might manipulate the market, inflate everything just to keep the stock market high. But regardless of that, a market crash is still coming in 2026. That's what I'm still gonna tell you guys, and that's what I'm telling you guys. You guys shouldn't get too excited with even though the market is pumping right now, you guys don't want to fucking get too excited because they might be pumping this shit. There will be a time they won't be able to sustain this. Because I don't think they can sustain this forever, right? So there will be a time they won't be able to sustain this. And all of them will exist. All this, you know. And if all of them exist, the only people that suffer are the retails. You guys. They don't give a fuck about the retails, man. So far, these institutions are safe. They visited, all these banks have visited. The retails will be the ones holding the bag. So that's what I'm telling you guys for the retailers. You guys want to have a strategy, you know. You actually want to have a strategy so you don't end up holding the bag. Let's go through some of the comments on YouTube. What's up, Emrisha? Welcome to the live stream. Where did you get that suit from? So this suit I got it. So that's a money suit though. That's a money suit. I got it from Juju Amani. I got so greedy today and I lost quite a bit in meme coin, and it was Oracle Flash Loan Attack. So when it comes to meme coins, you don't want to fucking get greedy, man. When it comes to meme coins, it's just like, let me tell you guys my rules for meme coin. Even though you're getting greedy on meme coin, something you want to do, you want to take out your initials. You know, me, if I get into a meme coin right now, even though that I know that the meme coin can do 10x, 50x, or whatever, once my money is doubled, that initial investment, I remove it and I then play with house money, right? So depending on how the house money performs, it doesn't fully affect me. So you always want to take out your initial capital. That's the best way to actually do it. All right, Jetski has a very good question. When do you think the dump is actually coming? So for the dump, I believe the dump will be happening in Q3 and Q4. So maybe around that Q3, we might see like a market crash, right? And around that Q4, that will be when markets might bottom down. So regardless of what happens, a dump is still coming for stock market because every stock right now is currently inflated. Their prices are inflated right now, and they are manipulating the shit in order to keep the price afloat. But a crash is still coming. Tommy is just asking, what do you think this month about crypto? I'm actually bullish this month though. So, like I told you guys, we are currently in Q2 right now. So Q1 is over, and I told you guys the Clarity Act. I do see the shit passing around sometime in Q2. So we might see some pump actually happen, right? We might see BTC pump to like $80,000. Best case scenario, $85,000 before the market starts to crash. So that would be my prediction for BTC. So that's why if you guys, so I am still bullish short term when it comes to BTC. Also, another thing I'm thinking is that, this Clarity Act might be a sell the news event. For those of you that have experience in the market, I don't know whether you guys have heard about buy the rumor, sell the news. But buy the rumor, sell the news is like a common. I've seen this shit happen multiple times. I've seen this shit happen over and over again. So, towards the Clarity Act getting approved, as we are going towards that, we might see the market rally. That might be the pump. Maybe the day it gets approved, we might see a dump. It's actually possible. I've seen this shit play out multiple times. Buy the rumor, sell the news. It's even happened. I don't know whether you guys can remember back in 2021 bull run for Dogecoin. So anytime Elon Musk tweets about Dogecoin, we see the price of Dogecoin. It rallies, it goes parabolic. So there was a time Elon Musk was going to SNL in order to talk about, he was going to SNL and he was going to talk about Dogecoin too in SNL. So before the event, Dogecoin price actually rallied. That was when Dogecoin hit a new all-time high. But when he started talking about Dogecoin, we saw a massive crash. So even though you guys are excited about the Clarity Act being approved, you guys should always have in your mind buy the rumor, sell the news, so you guys can know when to exit if you have crypto. All right, Jessica's asking MicroStrategy, what do you think about the stock? So what I'm gonna tell you about MicroStrategy, it is Bitcoin. So whatever Bitcoin does, MicroStrategy is more likely to follow suit, right? Because what they do is like they keep on buying lots of Bitcoin. So MicroStrategy right now, if you want to know the direction it's going to go, just look at Bitcoin. And that's why during bull run, when Bitcoin is going parabolic, we see MicroStrategy, it goes parabolic too. And when Bitcoin is crashing, we see MicroStrategy, it does the same. So it's all about BTC, bro. If you believe in BTC, you got to believe in MicroStrategy. It's so low now. Yeah, the reason why it's so low right now is because of, look at price of BTC. Few months ago, like BTC was at 126K, right? Let me go to the monthly candle for BTC. Yeah, so that was BTC all-time high. It was at 126K back in October 1st. It was and after that, It crashed all the way to here. So that's why MicroStrategy started crashing too, following BTC. Pop is asking, what do you think will happen when Powell's time is up in May? I think they found a new, I think we do have a new chairman. His name is Kev. The guy is like pro Bitcoin. He's like pro crypto. I think he'll be replacing Powell. So when the time for Jerome Powell is off, I think Kevin is gonna be replacing him. And Trump, Trump is actually funny, bro. The way Trump was calling, Jerome Powell, calling him stupid, calling him an idiot, calling him foolish, calling a fucking old man, bro, calling him all those names. And Trump was the one that actually elected Powell. He was actually picked, the person that actually picked Jerome Powell was Trump, right? So tell you guys the fucking truth. We live in a fucking matrix. Most of the shit we are watching is all a movie. It's all a show. I like what Jessica said. It's all a show. You know, in a room right now, all these guys they come together and they make a meeting. Maybe Jerome Powell might be like Trump, call me foolish, call me stupid, and they'll shake their hands, they will laugh, and when they come out, they'll start. Guy, we are watching a show, bro. We live in a fucking Truman show. We live in a fucking Truman show. Even when Trump and Elon Musk we are fighting each other, I don't know whether you guys can remember, and the stock for Tesla actually dropped heavily. All the shit was a show. And Elon Musk was like, Trump is in the Epstein's file. These guys are playing with us, bro. The elites are fucking playing with us, man. So it's all a show, man. And that's why whenever they are playing, I don't even take them seriously. You know. Let's go through some of the comments on YouTube. Someone said, hi, sir. May I get an opportunity to work with you? I'm a thumbnail designer and a video editor. I'm sorry, brother, but AI can actually do your job, right? I do have what you're trying to do for me right now. AI is already doing that for me for free. So, and that's why I feel bad for most of you guys. Most of you guys, AI is gonna replace everybody, bro. AI is gonna replace everybody. I wish I can help. All right, which other question are we gonna look into? Jessica said, "Look at Trump. We are winning the war. Americans are not winning any fucking war, bro. Trump is just making up shit in order to fool Americans. So most things you guys are seeing from Trump about the war is all propaganda. I don't want to talk too much before I get fucking restricted because one thing about my live streams, anytime I start speaking the truth, I fucking get a restriction, right? So what I'm gonna tell you guys is like, it's all a propaganda, bro. Fucking propaganda. Somebody said AI can't install an AC unit. Wait until robots are already here, bro. Robots are already here. So all this AI, chat GPT, cloud, all the reason why you guys have access to chat GPT for free, cloud, and all these AI softwares is to gather data, is to gather as much data as possible. And after that, they'll put that into robots. So wait until robot comes. And you guys, God, there is no job I can think of AI can replace. I've been thinking about which job is safe. No one is fucking safe, bro. Even in the future, we might have an AI president. I'm keeping it real with you. We might have a fucking AI president. Someone said, Jessica said doctors. So for doctors right now, AI can replace doctors. AI can actually do, how am I gonna put it? So there was someone that was going for a test. I don't know. There was a story. There was an article I read. The person was going for a test. What he was suffering, doctors couldn't actually identify it, but AI was able to identify what the person was. No one is safe. Doctors are not safe. Lawyers are not safe. Even like I told you guys, we might have an AI president in the future. And the reason why I'm saying the AI president might be possible is because when people wake up to the level of corruption that is currently going on, knowing that the system is corrupt, the government is corrupt, maybe people might revolt. And from there, they might push, maybe let's have an AI government or whatever. I feel like that's where the shit might be heading to, bro. I'm not a conspiracy theorist, but I see this shit happening, bro. Someone said escort. Yeah, so I feel like that's the only profession that is actually safe. So the person who said escort, so that's the only profession that AI can actually replace. So if you're an escort watching this, don't worry, your job is safe. But apart from escort, if you're a lawyer, if you're a doctor, if you're an engineer, if you're a cleaner, because there are robots that do cleaning. If you're a cleaner, your job is gonna be replaced too. So everyone is fucked apart from escorts. And that's the oldest profession, bro. For those of you who don't know, escorting is the oldest profession. It's been there since the time of Julius Caesar, since the time of Alexander the Great. It's always been there. Even right now, AI is coming. AI can't even take their job. So that's the fucking oldest profession, bro. Wako said, I guess there will be plenty of career moves soon. What I'm gonna tell you guys is that learn how to use AI, because if AI can do most of the job right now, what companies will be needing might be people that know how to prompt AI. So if you can prompt AI to give you a certain result, if you're good at that, I feel like that would be a very good skill set. So you guys should start learning AI right now. But if you suck at AI and you average at your job, you might be fucked. You might be fucked. Jessica said, I saw a robot bartender in China. You see, even bartenders, even robots can do bartending. So even though you're a bartender, you're not safe. So even bartenders too. So it's fucked. Everyone is fucked, man. That's why I'm telling you guys, learn how to trade right now. The best thing you can do for yourself is to learn how to trade. If you know how to trade and you can make money by yourself, even though you lose your job, you can just do some trading and make your money back, right? So just learn how to fucking trade. Right, which other comments are we gonna look into? AY Bruno said people are waiting for BTC to drop more, but they forget we haven't even had a euphoria in this cycle yet. Oh, AY Bruno, I'm gonna keep it real with you. So for BTC, I feel like BTC has had its euphoria stage. For altcoins, we didn't have a euphoria for altcoins. For BTC, we already had it. And the reason why I'm saying, look at chat. That was back in 2021 bull run. Let me just draw this shit. So that was back in 2021 bull run. That was the maximum for BTC. It was around 69,100 or $200. And after that, BTC dropped all the way to like $15,000, as you guys can see, around 15K. And 2026, no, 2025. So from 2022, BTC pumped from like 15K to 126K. So it went from like 15K all the way to all the way to like 126K. That's over 8x. So we've had that parabolic move, we had that euphoria stage for BTC. So the only thing we didn't see is for regular altcoins. We didn't have a euphoria stage for altcoins. And the reason was because, like I told you guys, back in 2021, we had about 3.1 billion cryptocurrencies. That was back in 2021. And right now in 2026, we might have over 40 million, bro. So, or 50 million. So even though liquidity flows into the market, all those euphoria stage we saw back in the days of like various altcoins going parabolic, I don't see that happening anytime soon or happening again. So that's why you want to focus on core main coins like BTC, Ethereum, Solana, SRP, SUI, Hyperliquid. These are the coins that are gonna pump when liquidity flows into the market. But your regular shitty ass coin is going to the grave, bruh. That's what I'm gonna tell you. And also for those who are joining the live for the first time, we do this on a daily basis. So every day I come live and I give you guys the latest market updates. After that, I give you guys strategies on how to navigate the market. And once we are done with that, we then do a Q&A section like we are doing right now. So if you're just joining for the first time and you don't want to miss out on any of my lives, make sure you follow and turn on your notification bell so you can get notified whenever I go live. And if you're new to trading, futures, sports, and you want to learn how to trade stocks, cryptos, or commodities, DM me the word mentor. And once I'm done with the live stream, I'm gonna get back to you. Which other comments are we gonna look into? Somebody's asking long or short BTC. I'm actually gonna long. So for BTC, let me go to the 1 hour time frame. I'm currently on a long right now. I'm currently on a long right now for BTC because, like I told you guys, yeah, back in Sunday, I'm just moving my chart. So around Sunday, we saw BTC get manipulated, right? This dump we actually saw BTC dumping all the way to like 64,900. That was manipulation, right? In order to take our to take us, longs or to take liquidity, right? So they hunt your stop, take liquidity, and after that they pumped it. So I got into BTC around $65,000. I'm longing BTC. I'm hoping to like take my TP1 around 69,500. But BTC, you can actually long it. But what I'm gonna tell you, try to scale in slowly because whenever I'm entering a trade, I don't try to jump into a trade, like getting slowly, right? I'm a swing trader. I'm not a day trader. All right. AY Bruno is asking, what do you think about spot trading? I feel like spot trading is the safest to do because if you're a spot trader, you don't have to worry about, getting liquidated. Me, I'm a leverage trader, you know. Depending on the amount of leverage I use, let's say I use like a fucking craziest leverage and I don't have like my risk management in place. I don't have my stop loss and the market doesn't go in my direction. I might actually get wiped out, right? And fucking get liquidated. But for someone who's doing sports, even if the trade doesn't go your way, you can hold it for like few months until the claim bounces back again. So spot trading is actually safe. And what I'm gonna tell you guys, if you're starting, maybe you want to start with sports. You want to start with sports. And once you learn how to trade, you can then move over to futures. Let's go through some of the comments on YouTube. All right, someone is asking, do you like SEI? When would you buy SEI on the COE? For Ondo and COE, I like those ones, but let me look into SEI. SEI actually pumped around 9% today. Let me use a higher time frame just to see a bigger. Oh, fuck. Man, this coin, the coin is looking terrible, bro. So for CUE, you mentioned CUE. I like CUE. I like Ondo, but for SEI, I'm not that confident on this coin, bro. Just looking at the chart alone, I'm not that much confident on this coin. I'm not saying it's not gonna pump, but I don't see the coin doing anything crazy. Maybe the coin might do like a 10x rise. It might go from like 5 cents all the way to like 50 cents. Does a 10x, but going back to its former all-time high, I don't see this shit happening anytime soon. I will keep it real with you. So, but the other two coins you mentioned, which is Ondo and Siwi, I'm actually bullish on those ones. Which other comments are we gonna look into? I do have about 2 more minutes and I'll be done. So AY Bruno said I should rate his portfolio. He has BTC, Ethereum, Solana, Monero, Hyperliquid. Hey yo, this is a perfect portfolio, bro. This is a super um I don't want to I can't give anyone 10 out of 10. I wanted to give you 10, but the maximum I can give people is gonna be 9. So that portfolio is 9 out of 10. That's a perfect portfolio. Every coin you have there, top notch. All right, like I said, for those who are joining, I'll be heading out very soon. But if you're joining my live for the first time, like I said, we do this every day, 7 days a week. So 7 days a week, you guys are gonna see me show up. You're gonna see my handsome face, analyzing the market, telling you guys, whatever direction the market is gonna go. And once we are done with that, we then do a Q&A section, like we're doing right now. So for those who are just joining for the first time, if you don't want to miss out on any of my live streams, make sure you follow and turn on your notification bell so you can get notified whenever I go live. And if you're new to crypto, stocks, and commodities, and you want to learn how to trade, DM me the word mentor And once I'm done with the live stream, I will get back to you. Somebody said we love the consistency. That's how you win in life, you know. One thing about me is like my success is all about consistency. And you guys have seen me prove it to you guys. Like for years now, I've been showing up live 7 days a week. And that's how you win, bro. Because sometimes people think that, success has like one secret recipe. It doesn't have a secret recipe. The recipe is only consistency. Keep on showing up every day, regardless of how you feel. And the more you show up, the luckier you get. And by the time you know it, you fucking win. Same shit happened for me in fitness. When I started fitness, I told you guys I used to be skinny as fuck, right? Let me show you guys some of my pictures so you guys can see me when I used to be skinny, skinny like a motherfucker. Before, so you guys can see what I used to look like back in the days. So that was me back in the days. I don't know whether you guys can see correctly. So that's me back. That's me now. I'm still big like this right now. It's just like I'm still big like this right now. It's just like I don't eat like 6 times a day like I used to. But back in the days I used to be half of my size. I used to be skinny as fuck. Back then when I go to the gym, I see people make fun of me due to how skinny I was. I kept on being consistent. Kept on showing up every day regardless of how I feel. And by the time they knew what was happening, I became the god of fitness. I became like jacked, 6'5", very massive. So that's how you win. All right, guys. Any other question before I head out? Let me know if you guys have any other question for me. One more question before we are done. Jessica said, without failure and losses, no one succeeds at anything. 1000%. 1000%. And one thing about me, I've failed so many times, bro. Like, I've fucking failed so many times. But I don't like failure. I don't call it failure. I call it temporary defeat. There are two different mindsets. Someone might do something and it doesn't work out and they see themselves as a failure and they think, oh, they failed. Mine is like I see it as like temporary defeat. I'm like, you know what? For the meantime, you know, but I'ma go again, I'ma keep on going until I win. When it comes to win, I'm a very stubborn guy, bro. I'ma keep on going and going and going and going and going until I fucking win. And there will be a time you keep on going and going. The universe has no choice than to give you everything you want. I'm gonna keep it real with you. If you are that guy, you keep on going, 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 going. There will be a way you're gonna hold the universe. You grab the universe by the balls. The universe has no choice than to give you everything you want. The universe, do you want money? Do you want this? It gives you everything, right? And that's how you win long term. Any other question before I go? All right, cool. So I'll be heading out right now, guys. So for those, before I head out, like I said, if you're joining my live for the first time and you don't want to miss out on any of my lives, make sure you follow and turn on your notification bell so you can get notified whenever I go live. And if you're new to crypto and you like to learn about crypto, DM me the word mentor. And once I'm done with the live stream, I'm gonna get back to you. Love you guys. See you tomorrow. Peace.